Welcome to another episode of Show After RoW, where I tell you guys what happened after I got off of RoW today. First of all, I am kind of in dire straits because I had a very important call right before I went to training that I couldn't answer because I was on the way to training. And I feel terrible about that. Uh, let's see. But onward to actually getting to training because today was a training day. It wasn't a show, thankfully. Um, I won't lie to y'all, man. This was another one of those feet of clay episodes where uh, I thought I was doing good, and it turns out that I wasn't doing good, and one mistake turned into felt like what felt like 100. Needless to say, today was actually kind of a really it was rough. It was rough. Like I said, I thought I was doing. It's like by my own personal expectations, I like to think that I did a little bit better than I thought that I did, but according to the trainer, we did not do that great in any context. There was no post. There was no picture at the end. That kind of bummed me out a little bit. So yeah, there was that. I will say, like I said, I do strive on getting better. I do know that I'm going to have some bad days during training, and this was clearly one of them. I just kind of didn't expect it to be as bad as it was. But once again, it's like I said, it was just another case of I thought I was doing fine, and it turns out I was not. With that being said, I wanted to also take this time to address something else. It's a really rough time for pro wrestling right now because right now there is a bit of a controversy going on with the son of Rampage Jackson, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my hat in the ring, or rather, better yet, take my hat out of the ring because there's just way too many instances. There's way too many points of context to lock on to like lock on to anything. There's way too many context based things that happened that led up to it. For all I want to say is just like I just hope the gentleman who I just hope that the gentleman who is in intensive care is doing better. That's my take on all of it. As far as who to blame and who to get mad at or who to take sides on, it's just way too much stuff. It's just way too much stuff going on for me to kind of lock down on that sort of thing. So I'm not really trying to like offer up any commentary towards it. I saw what happened. I was mortified by it, but I also saw what led up to it, and there's just way too much stuff. And also, like I'm on YouTube terminally enough to kind of know what kick is and know the history of kick and have an idea of what goes along with kick. So it's like on top of what happened and on top of what led up to it, it was also being streamed on Kick. And if you don't know what Kick is, go on YouTube. Like just type in Kick documentary, and you'll get your fill. Um, but yeah, it's just like it's a lot. It was a lot today. It was a lot today. Like I said, I'm probably in a doghouse again. I'm probably in a doghouse again. I am probably going. I was told that I was gonna be like helping with some production stuff on Wednesday, so I could learn how to do some production stuff. So that is definitely like something I could look towards. But I'm just kind of bummed out because I really thought that I was doing good at training today, and it just turned out that I didn't. And I don't know, for the life of me, I don't know. But yeah, for those who don't know about the feet of clay reference, is a Bible thing. I think there's a reference to the story of King Nebuchadnezzar's statue that crumbled because they made the base of the statue out of clay. So it was a good statue up until the base started to soften up. But outside of that, though, yeah, like I said, rough day at training. I might be in a doghouse because of it, and you know, I don't have anything to say about the Raja Jackson situation because there's just way too many like this is one of those instances where we kind of have an idea what happened, and it's just way too nuanced to actually pay attention to. And it's like I know anybody who hears me talk about it is going to be like, "Yo, man, but don't you understand about blah blah blah?" It's like, yeah, I do, but it's like that also coincides with blah blah blah, you know. All I know is kick is a bad. All I know is that kick is a bad site. Um, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like the hype about kick, but it's not really. I guess it's not for me to understand. I just know that for the most part, I'm just trying my best to feel better about training. Like I said, it just is like I'm at that point right now where it's like it really does feel like on some days I'm gonna probably be like bummed out about it in comparison to other days where I don't. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and but like I said, I thought I did good, but apparently I didn't, and that's the part that's really kind of messing with me. And you know, like I said, I'm starting to have those moments well during training where I'm just like, am I bad at this? Should I just like not pursue this? Should I not chase this dream? Am I was I always bad? What's going on? I don't get it. I thought I thought I was in my element. Turns out that I'm not. In any case, though, I'm trying my best to sort of look towards the future and hopefully like look towards a better one. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm in a pretty down situation right now. So yeah, I'm feeling really I'm in a down mood. And I'm gonna probably like feel more up on Wednesday or hopefully Tuesday because Tuesday is a break day because it's I go to training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But it's still just like I ain't gonna. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It did feel pretty rough today. Uh, but I'm gonna try to end this on a high note because once again, I get a chance to go on Wednesday, and hopefully Wednesday is a better day. I'm gonna try to do me a little bit of a workout on Tuesday, so that's something to look forward to. And I always say like the worst days. The good thing about having the worst days is that it can only get better from there, or at least yeah. It can always get better from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have, and also they could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? I could have died. You know what I'm saying? I could have died. I could have gotten into a car accident on the way back from training and not make this video. I mean, things can happen. I could have gotten shot to death. Just so it's like I'm going to try my best to start ending stuff on a positive note. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. So, but yeah, but there's that though. But yeah, on a positive note, things could have gotten worse. I didn't do as bad as I thought that I did. It was just a matter of the trainer just being a real stickler for specifics, and that's fine. So it's like, of course he's gonna be a stickler for specifics. He's the guy who's throwing the thing out there. It's like, why did you misspell this word? Kind of thing. But yeah. Outside of that, like I'm trying my best to, I am still working out. I am still, I'm still working out. I'm still, I still got the job. I'm still doing what I need to do, and I like to think that that's what's gonna move me forward. So that's something to look forward to. All right, let's here's to a better tomorrow, and I hope to see y'all in the ring.